is Ayush, and I've always been passionate about healthcare. But when a lot of people think about healthcare, it's not as simple as a provider giving, service to the patient. There's a lot of administrative work that goes behind it, and I started doing more research into this administrative work, and a lot of it's like the billing, the claims, and just simply getting revenue through the door. And that's when I discovered Camber that helps the providers do all that and give back time to the providers for what's most important, which is providing service to the patients. For one of our newer, larger clients, they were facing some cash flow issues from some of their previous claims. And so I sparked in a project with engineering to build some features to make sure that the claims are going out the door faster, as well as following up on those claims. And that ended up with 30K in claims a week getting sent out, and 1 week even being 50K. Client was really happy to see it, and it was great to work with Ops and Eng to put all those features together. So for one of our smaller payers, we were looking into some of their denials and realized that these denials were not happening before. And digging a little bit more into it, we realized it was a problem with the provider. Contacted the payer and realized that they had a recent rule where they changed the type of provider you need on the claim. So we communicated this to the clinic to change some of the behavior upstream, as well as created our own validation rule to prevent that type of provider from going onto the claim. And this prevented nearly 50K in denials. Yeah, one of our recently signed larger clinics, we were kind of doing some deep discovery, asking some questions. And one of the questions that we had brought up was coincidentally one of an issue that they had been burned with by a previous billing vendor. And we had known this was an issue because one of our existing clients with a similar location and payer mix was facing that issue. And they were happy with the fact that we brought up this proactively and the fact that they would collaborate and we would collaborate with them to build a solution around it. Everyone at Camber is super mission driven. You can kind of see this with their backgrounds. They worked in healthcare, they did a lot of volunteering, nonprofits, and it's that type of determination and grit to make sure that all of our clinics see success the same way. Whether that's working every single detail of a claim, every single detail of the denial, but that background and that mission drivenness from each of our employees is what makes Camber great.